Since we're talking about content-aware capabilities inside of Photoshop CS5, what I'd like to do is look at an upgrade to an existing tool that was available in Photoshop CS4. That tool that I'm talking about is this tool right here, the Spot Healing Brush tool. Now, this tool was fantastic in Photoshop CS4. It was very easy to isolate a blemish on someone's face, something along those lines, to quickly and easily remove those spots and whatnot from a picture. Now, this tool would have a challenge in this particular situation. I'm working with a document called horse.psd, and this is available in your resources folder. Now, what we have is a picture of this horse behind a fence, and you can see the fence line going right through the horse and the rest of the photograph. Now, in order to remove this, of course, you would have to take a lot of time creating samples of different areas of the photograph. Let's go ahead and take a look at how we could possibly use the Spot Healing Brush tool in this situation. Now, with it selected, I'm going to do a couple different things. The first thing is we're going to use the proximity match type, which is what you would have available in CS4. I just want to show you how this tool would try to correct this image in the previous version. The other thing that I want to make sure I have selected is sample all layers. What this is going to allow us to do is paint the healed pixels on a different layer. Of course, that's much better, so you don't damage the original photograph. You can always return to it later if you need to. So with that option selected, let's come down to the bottom of the Layers panel and create a new layer. So once we insert that new layer, you want to make sure it's the active layer, and then move your cursor into the photograph. I want to increase the size of the brush a little bit by using the bracket keys on the keyboard. And then what I'm going to do is simply click and drag across that line. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag. And then when I let go of the mouse, you'll notice it does the healing. And take a look at the horse. It doesn't look exactly right. As we were dragging, Photoshop happened to sample some of the trees and put it in place of where the horse is. And that obviously isn't what we want. So let's go ahead and delete this layer just to get rid of it. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. And we'll create another new layer. With this new layer selected, again, we want sample all layers selected, but this time we're going to select content aware. With that option selected, I think for this example, I'm just going to reduce the size of the brush a little bit. I'm going to do the exact same thing, but notice the content aware option is selected. So now if I click and drag across this line, and kind of made a mistake there, but I'll just come back. I'm going to go right through the horse and across the entire picture. When I let go of the mouse, notice it does a much better job. In fact, you probably don't have to do anything else to this photograph. You've simply removed that line. So essentially, the Spot Brush Healing tool has been upgraded in Photoshop CS5 with the new Content Aware option.